Okay, in this problem we're going to look at calculating the loan payment and then charting the history of the loan for a few months to see how the interest gets paid and how the loan gets paid down. So the question is, you take a loan of $28,000 for 5 years at an APR of 3.5%. So the annual percentage rate is 3.5%. Calculate the monthly loan payment and chart the history of the loan for the first 3 months. So first of all, to figure out the payment, that formula for payment is equal to the loan amount, which is A, times the APR over N, which is usually 12, and then you divide that by 1 minus 1 plus the APR over N to the negative N times Y. So if we plug in our numbers into this formula, A is 28,000, that's how much we're borrowing, and my interest rate is 0.035, 3.5%. Compounded monthly, and we're paying monthly, so that's why I put the 12 there. And then we divide that by 1 minus, parentheses 1 plus, 0.035 over 12, and we raise that to the negative. That's a negative exponent, 12 times 5 years, which is 60. And so we calculate that out, and what we end up with, if you calculate it correctly, use the correct order of operations, you should get 509.37. 509.37. That is the loan payment that you have to make every month for this loan for 5 years. Now, we want to look at the history of this loan. If we have to pay this every month, what's happening to my loan? So we're going to make a little table here where I'm going to use this first column as end of the month. And we have 3 months, so let's go month 1, then month 2, then month 3. And we're going to look at the balance on my loan every month. For example, initially what I owe is $28,000. And then we're going to have a column for interest. What is the interest calculation on that amount, the amount of money I owe? Then we'll put our payment in. And after we look at the balance, the interest and payment, we're going to have a new balance, because once we make a payment, our loan amount will decrease slightly. So we'll call that last column new balance. So initially the interest, even though this is a complex formula, the interest is always calculated using a simple interest formula. So the interest after 1 month on this loan is $28,000 times 0.035 times 1/12. And that works out to be, if you calculate that out, 81.67. So it's 81.67 in the first month. That's how much interest there is. I'm making a payment of 509.37. So my balance is, well, my new balance is my old balance, which is 28,000, plus the interest of 81.67, and then I have to subtract off my payment of 509.37. So after 1 month, my new balance is 27,572.30 cents. So after 1 month, I owe this. After I make a payment, I now owe this amount on my loan. So month 2, my new balance is now 27,572.30 cents. And if you do the same calculation, if you take 27,572.30 cents and you multiply it by 0.035 and then a 12th, the interest after the second month has decreased a little bit. It's $80.42. I make the same payment, 509.37, and so my new balance now is 27,572.30 cents plus the interest of $80.42 minus my loan payment of 509.67, and that leaves me with a balance after 2 months of 27,143.35. So that's what I owe now after the second month, 27,143.35. And so this goes on into the third month. So I'll put the third month down here. So after 2 months we owe 27,143.35. If I calculate the same interest, see if you can calculate this. If you take this amount of money and multiply it by 0.035 and times 1/12, you should get 79.17. That's the interest. And of course the payment is the same, 509.37. And then my new balance, if you add the balance to the interest and subtract the payment, you should have, after 3 months, you can check this, is 26,713.15. So that's the history of the loan for 3 months. And if you notice, some of my payment is going to just pay this interest, but the interest is going down slowly every month as I pay down this loan.